All right, let's talk weather once again with Chief Meteorologist Jeremy Legoo on this Friday. We made it to the weekend.
We did.
And do you have a Valentine's tie on today?
Yeah, it's got flowers and it's pink,
I
Mark.
love it.
I just think that's your pink tie that you happen to wear today.
We'll go with Valentine's.
Well, I mean, maybe not.
You know.
Okay. Well,
He also accused me of that before. And you know what? I'm going to say it for the second time today.
oh no.
Mark is right.
Yeah, there
Oh
we
man.
go. It worked out, though.
It did.
Yeah.
I wore a pink tie today.
Stars aligned.
Intentionally. I would like to point out that it is intentionally.
Okay.
Didn't you just say it's not?
I know, I'm confused.
No, it's like I didn't, this isn't a Valentine's Day tie.
It's an intentional Pink Friday tie.
Yes.
Okay. I'm glad we cleared that up.
For Valentine's
Maybe.
Day.
Okay. Well, all right. Maybe let's talk the forecast because I'm super confused.
Me too. Rain moves in just a couple of hours, snow up in the mountains, and we are mostly dry tomorrow. Believe it or not, it's the waves again. Everything's just coming in these waves, and so this first one is already starting to creep its way in. Couple of light showers down in the Palouse, but those are just stray sprinkles at this point in time. In the 7 o'clock hour now, we're going to start to see it. By 8, it's coming down steady, but still lighter in nature. Our heaviest rain falls overnight, along with some of our heaviest snow up in the mountains. But this is the middle of the night. Watch what happens by the time the sun comes up tomorrow morning. Sunrise, by the way, before 7 a.m., so we're pausing it right there. We're under clouds, but we still have a couple of lingering showers. Those stay up in the mountains. Our next wave looks to arrive later Saturday evening, close-ish to sunset. So as things are starting to get a little darker outside, just look off to the horizon or down to the south. You might see a little bit of more ominous looking clouds, we'll say. Those move in and give us a quick shot of rain. So if you have Valentine's Day dinner plans, you might catch a little bit of rain. If you're down in the Palouse, you're definitely catching a little bit of rain. That should move out, and Sunday basically winds up much more dry, but we will have a couple of stray pop-up showers around the region. Next wave, that moves in Monday. So let's just talk this weekend's snow up in the mountains. Upwards of 4 inches. I think around 4 inches is pretty likely for a good chunk of the region. Not bad and needed. Tomorrow, we'll call it scattered showers late in the day, 44 degrees. 42 on Sunday. That chance of showers is pretty dismal. Most of it stays down to the south. Then we have more widespread rain hitting the region Monday and Tuesday of next week before temperatures start to cool.
All right, sounds good, Jeremy. Thank you very much. Still ahead on KREM 2 News at 6 tonight. A heartwarming story about how St. George's girls basketball saved a season by welcoming in a couple of new teammates. That story after the break.
Did you go to school in East Valley? Central Valley. For the millionth time. Could I just get it right?
My niece did get expelled from East Valley Middle School, though.
What did she do? Like, did she stab anybody?
Check, check, check. When Wilbur-Creston High School didn't have enough girls to field a basketball team. Check, 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 check. Cool. Thank you.
And she's still in
Now, your sports desk, sponsored by Northern Quest Resort and Casino.
When Wilbur-Creston High School didn't have enough girls to field the basketball team, 2 dedicated teammates nearly had to skip the season until St. George's here in Spokane stepped in. Samaya Smoger and Bristol Nielsen tried their hardest to get Wilbur-Creston's season off the ground in the fall, but it became clear there wasn't enough participation. With their season on the line, a family friend who's also a St. George's assistant coach saw one of Bristol's posts on Instagram.
She slid up on my story and she was like, come play for us as a joke. And I was like, actually, I would love to. Like, is that a possibility?
Despite the 2 schools being about an hour-and-a-half drive apart, both athletic directors got to work to figure out the details, and head coach Brad Kirsch left it up to the team to decide.
We met, we talked about pros and cons, we talked about what this means. We talked about the fact that there's a good chance that it's going to change roles.
I remember in the Reardon locker room before we decided that they were going to be on the team, we took like a blind vote and everybody voted yes. But like before we were like, Brad was like, but what if like they don't fit in with us? And I was like, but what if they become our best friends?
In high school sports especially, team dynamics can make or break a season. But for this team, the reward ended up far outweighing the risk.
They've been beyond welcoming. Like, we walked in and it didn't feel awkward, it didn't feel like hostile. Like, the girls are welcoming, the staff was amazing. Even the parents, they came up to us and introduced themselves.
We wanted to welcome that environment to girls that wanted to play, that wanted to make that commitment.
Samaya was honored at St. George's Senior Night, and the team even designed Senior Night t-shirts that featured both schools' mascots. The travel time is a huge commitment, along with balancing academics. Kirsch says that speaks to their dedication and love of basketball, plus the season has made Smoger and Nielsen even better friends.
Samaya is my best friend and seriously probably will be for the rest of my life, but her and I just really became closer this last year, and this experience drive, I mean, being 3 hours in a car with somebody every day, you gotta like them a little bit, so.
Players and coaches say a collaboration like this working so well is rare, and it's even restored a little bit of Kirsch's faith in humanity.
You can bring in girls and they're great humans, and you've got a group and a team that are a bunch of great humans, and they can coexist and work together and become great friends, and like that exists, and that's exciting, and that is something that we can look forward to.